Hey guys, so today I thought I would bring you a new series called Sketch With Me. I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys kind of what it's like to watch an artist in their more of a sketchy concept stage. I've never really done this before. I have done speed paints in the past. And it's interesting because doing this on camera, being timed and such, I find creates a pressure to maybe perform better or draw faster, but almost in a good way. There's pros and cons. The pros, of course, I'm encouraged as an artist to kind of draw faster, and that's not a bad thing. And then the cons are this anxiety and stress that comes with it. But then there's also the part where you can always begin again. That's the great thing about editing and filming, is if you mess up, you don't have to go with that drawing. But I think it's pretty cool for the viewer to see the whole thing where, in this sketch, when I began, I did not like where I began at all. I erased it completely, started over, and then I kind of started to get into this face that I liked, and this concept that I liked. And this sketch specifically is actually going to be the concept art for a much larger scale piece that I plan on doing that will include a lot of more detail, a lot of more body in it. This is just kind of like me getting my ideas out onto paper. And I really find that some great resources for inspiration and reference is honestly Pinterest. I never really thought that it would be. But I found that it's actually really cool. You can search a lot of different topics, save the images all in one place, which is really convenient as an artist because you can just find all these different images that inspire you and then put it all in one place and name it, so that, let's say, for one piece, I want to go with a darker theme. I can save all these different images that go with that theme to that board. And if for another piece, I want to go with a light and bubbly theme, I can save a bunch of images for that board that go with the theme. So I think that's pretty great. And that's what I was doing with this, is I had my Pinterest board pulled up. And specifically the girl that's in this piece is my OC Shiloh. She is a Luna Moth Fairy. And I don't know, I really love her a lot. I love fairies in general. They're just so whimsical and mischievous and pretty. And so I've been really into drawing her lately. I hadn't intended for this drawing to be her, but it just kind of turned out that way. The more I drew her, the more I realized, okay, well, this is Shiloh. And the setup, oh my goodness. So because I'm still learning about setting up a camera to film my art and such and have it look nice, because with that first video I uploaded, the inking of Shiloh, I had to flip it, and then it kind of ruined the quality of the video because you get these big black bars on the side. And that's because I filmed it upside down on accident, because there was no other good way to get a setup that would be comfortable. And in reality, I just made it way too complicated for myself. The footage was upside down. I had to flip it. Turned out looking terrible. And in return, the inked version of that beautiful sketch turned out looking terrible. And I'm just going to probably scrap that completely, redraw it. And this one I found a much more comfortable setup for the tripod. I am wedged in between the tripod. It's so weird. My arm is going underneath the legs of the tripod, and I'm trying not to knock it down, and it's just all trial and error is what I'm learning. And it was definitely fun to kind of challenge myself to sketch while being filmed, and keep in mind that my camera loves to turn itself off automatically, stop filming automatically after 12 minutes. And so I would have to like set a timer on my phone and check every 12 minutes to ensure that it, okay, it stopped filming, let's start filming over again. And I found out that's because apparently it's not the camera's fault. I was really worried that it was the camera. But apparently it has everything to do with the SD card actually, which was good to know because now I know which kind to get. It's because the SD card can't read the information fast enough to keep up with the footage. And so if I get a different kind of SD card, it'll fix all of those issues, which is great. What else to say? I don't know. The hands. Oh my goodness, the hands. They were kind of a pain, but I really love how they turned out in the end. Hands, eyes, and hair are my favorite because they're challenging and they're beautiful and they're so delicate. And you can do so much with them. They're main expression points. Well, not the hair, but the hands and the eyes are very expressionate. And so a lot of people find frustration in drawing the hands, and I really loved it. Sometimes it can be a little tough, like awkward at first drawing them because you're trying to get them into this perfect pose, but then you might not know how you want them posed, and that's what I ran into in this drawing, was not being sure exactly how I wanted it posed. And so it took me a good probably 5 to 10 minutes to get the hands posed out, but once I did, I was just so pleased with them. I do wish the way her upper arm, her right arm that's kind of hanging down from above, were positioned better. It looks a little awkward, but once again, this is just a concept sketch. This is just kind of a meditative process, time to relax and just let my ideas flow out onto paper in the sketchbook, and then I can take that sketchbook concept art onto big paper and then accurately portray the idea. And that's another thing I love about this, that I wanted to start a series called Sketch With Me, because it's more of a meditative process. It's more of a meditative thing. You get to see me create artwork, kind of like the raw material before the final footage in a way. The raw material of what the art looked like at first, the concept art looked like at first, before it was turned into a larger, more polished piece of artwork. And I really like that idea, and I know I love watching other artists sketch and seeing that what they went through to get to the final piece. And I do plan on filming the process of the actual artwork itself at the end too of this. What else? We're getting close to the end, yay! This is my first voiceover, so it's a little awkward. I'm sorry, guys. But I really hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you think. Feedback is great. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you want me to continue doing these, if you like the voiceovers, if you prefer music better, etc. Alright guys, have a lovely day or night. I'll see you later.